I'm going to call this kid Victor. That's not his real name. He had a unique one. And honestly, he deserves to be forgotten by anyone who ever hurt him, especially me. Back in 5th grade, Victor was the quiet kid. No friends, no laughter, just silence. He kept to himself, always wearing long-sleeve sweaters, even in June. We used to joke about that. It started small. My friend Meshach and we'd walk past his desk and fart on him, laughing like idiots. He tried to ignore us. One day he said something back, I don't even remember what, but that was all the reason we needed to make him our target. From that day on, every recess, every lunch hour, we chased him, punched him, threatened him. We made his life a living hell. I remember one time, hiding by the cafeteria door. When he walked out, I punched him in the back as hard as I could. He whimpered. We laughed. And the worst part? It felt good. That was the moment I learned how easy it is to feel powerful when someone else is powerless. Then came the field trip. Our group was me, Meshach, his mom, and Victor. It was the worst thing that could have happened to him. We tormented him the whole day. Every time the adult wasn't looking, we'd hit him or shove him just to see that look in his eyes. Fear, resignation, never anger. The trip was to an old fort. Inside one of the towers were these giant cast-iron wrenches. The biggest one was almost 3 feet long, heavy as hell. I was strong for my age, freakishly strong. I used to leg press over 700 pounds with one leg. But when I tried to lift that wrench, I couldn't move it. Then Victor, quiet, thin, invisible Victor, stepped forward. He picked it up like it was nothing. He just looked at it for a second and set it back down. And something in me snapped. I punched him in the back with everything I had. He whimpered again, but when I hit him, it was like hitting stone. His body didn't even flinch. It was solid, unshakable. That moment, something changed. I realized if he wanted to, he could have destroyed us. He could have beaten the hell out of me and Meshach without breaking a sweat. But he didn't. He just stood there, silent, almost sad. After that trip, we stopped. I don't know if we were scared or just bored, but the bullying ended. Years went by, and the older I got, the heavier the guilt became. Not just for what I did, but because of how much joy it gave me at the time. That sick, cruel joy. Now, decades later, I still remember his sweaters. Every single day, no matter the weather. And I can't stop wondering if he wore them to hide bruises, not from us, but from home. Maybe that's why he was quiet. Maybe he'd already learned how pain works. What I did to Victor was the worst thing I've ever done to another human being, and I carry that with me. I don't want forgiveness. I want to remember, because that guilt reminds me of who I could become if I ever stop caring. Some people say you should forgive yourself. I disagree. Sometimes you have to live with the weight of what you've done, so you never become that person again. Years later, I tried looking him up. I searched his real name. Nothing. No Facebook, no photos, no trace. Just one record from 2008, a court summons for family harassment. And then, nothing. Like he disappeared. Like he never existed at all. Maybe he changed his name. Maybe he moved away. Or maybe he finally stopped being the boy who never fought back. I don't really know how to start this. I've never told anyone what's happening in my head. Not my friends, not my family. Only one teacher, and even then, not everything. I'm 17 now, and lately, my thoughts have started to scare me. On the outside, my life looks normal. A quiet home, just my dad, my brother, and me. My mom left when I was little, and I've never cared to find her. We live in a good neighborhood, middle class, safe. I go to school, get decent grades, hang out with friends. But at night, something changes. My mind starts showing me things, dark things. It's like there's another version of me whispering behind my thoughts, pushing me to imagine what I don't want to see. I don't know where it comes from. I'm not violent. I hate blood. I can't even watch horror movies. But these thoughts come anyway, uninvited, unstoppable. Sometimes I dream about losing control, hurting the people I love. And when I wake up, my heart races, my hands shake, because deep down, I'm terrified that maybe one day I won't wake up before it's too late. I've tried to bury it. I've tried to be normal, but it keeps growing, like a shadow following me everywhere I go. And every time I think I've escaped it, it finds me again. I started pushing people away, friends, classmates, even my little brother. I tell myself it's safer for them, that distance is protection. But really, I'm just scared they'll see who I am inside and run. I wish I could talk to my dad. He's worked his whole life to give me everything. How could I look him in the eyes and tell him that his daughter is afraid of her own mind? I know I need help, but I'm scared of what that means. What if they tell me I'm broken beyond repair? What if they're right? I don't want pity. I don't want people to say, "You'll be okay." I just want someone to understand that I'm trying, that every day I fight the part of me that wants to take over. Maybe one day I'll win. Maybe I won't. But for now, I'm still here. And that's all I can promise.